Hello.
Jesus, man, that was the.
I thought you said I was just doing that intro. I didn't know.
No, you do it. Look, if my internet cuts out, you have to do everything. As you can see, I'm in Egypt.
I like it. It looks good.
Go ahead. Do what we're here to do.
All right. Hello, everyone. We are the Dynasty Pylon. I am Mark. This is Martin. We are talking about Week 7, particularly tomorrow night's game, which is the Denver Broncos versus the Cleveland Browns practice squad. I mean, their entire offense gone, decimated.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I'm actually worried. So we have Keenum starting tomorrow.
Yep.
So that should be very interesting to see. Yeah, I don't know who to start tomorrow. I'm in a really weird situation where I have Teddy Bridgewater questionable for tomorrow. Do I start him? Do I not? I don't know. It's really interesting. Week 7 is the death killer of everyone next week of the bye weeks.
Yep.
So I'm not sure exactly.
I'm hurting in 3 out of my 4 leagues, and maybe even 4. I haven't checked that one yet, so we'll see.
So it is EDC weekend here, dude.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were there.
What's up?
That's why I thought you were there.
Kind of, not necessarily. But we're here for some friends. I will be back in May, probably. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But that will be the real May EDC. But definitely EDC tomorrow, and it's going to be a boring game. No, never. Don't ever say that. It's never a boring game, because when it's two teams that suck, it's a good game. And plus, all the primetime games that we've had so far have been immaculately good. So
that's true.
I disagree 100% with Tank, but thank you to Tank also for.
Apparently, he really liked my intro.
Well, we were staring at the camera, and I'm surprised I'm not cut out yet. So if I do cut out, I'm not exactly sure when or how that will happen, but I'll jump back on. So, but as of now, it's going good so far. I'm very shocked because earlier I couldn't even play a game at all. So
let's hurry up and get through this before it goes away. No, I'm just
kidding. Yeah. So earlier I was telling Tank, hey man, I forgot my power cord, so I had to run to Best Buy. It was kind of interesting. I had to run to Best Buy, go get another power cord, and I was just basically running around with freaking can't even get cord in. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Yeah, what's happening over there?
Sandy's over here crawling on the ground, trying not to be on the camera. We're in a hotel room, so anyways, but so I didn't have my power cord, so I'm like, hey, I need you to do me a favor, see if you could do the thumbnail for me. Put the Broncos and the Browns in there, and just to Week 7, whatever you want, go to town. And then I'm like, also, and throughout the day, my phone has been blowing up about these trades. So first with Watson and Tua, and I'm like, holy crap, it's happening. We got 12 days until the final trade day, and it was going to happen. And then I heard that Washington was involved. And then I'm like, holy crap, this is going to be a 3-way trade. And then that's when I hit you up, and then you're like, what's going on?
I hadn't heard anything. I didn't hear Washington was involved.
Apparently, I was the only one that heard it, so I don't know how.
Wonder why we're involved. What are we getting? What are we
I
getting
don't know.
up?
I'm hearing everything. You're not hearing anything. The Nerd Huddle's not hearing anything. I'm looking like a crazy man. And then I'm like, you didn't hear about any of the trade rumors? And he goes, no, I didn't hear anything. I'm like, we'll put Tua and Watson in there. He goes, all right, well, it's going to be a little bit late, but I could do it. I'm like, all right, thanks. You're the man. So he does it. He gets it done. And then 4 or 5 hours later, the whole thing, I didn't hear anything. Okay, so yes, exactly. So I'm the only one that heard about this crap.
Yeah.
And then as the day goes on, I guess the whole thing's false. I was like, oh, dude, that would have been really crazy because everything was flying. Like my notifications were just going off the chains with Watson potentially going to Miami, Tua going to Washington, and then
thank God that was false. That's all I can say.
What do you say?
I said, thank God it was false.
Oh. So I heard it's all true. It all false. I don't know if anyone knows what's going on.
Well, I heard what Tank was saying earlier in the group chat that Miami and the Texans basically have their parts in place. They're looking for a third team because the Texans don't want Tua. So what you said makes perfect sense. I just really hope it wasn't Washington. I mean, I'll give Tua a shot, but I'm not I don't know.
I mean, how cool? I don't know. Like, how cool would have that been, though? Would you be okay if Tua went to Washington? Or no?
No. I mean, I would have been okay with Watson going to Miami. Especially if they play him.
Although I kind of wanted that to happen only because Tua would have been under Fitzpatrick again when he came back.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been funny. Like wherever Fitzpatrick goes,
God.
Tua goes.
Can you imagine like Tua starting the game and then Fitzpatrick finishing him?
Exactly. That's what I thought. I'm like, oh my God, this has to happen. And when I heard the rumors they were about to happen, Tua with Washington, I'm not exactly sure what the exact trades were particularly, but when I did see it, I text you right away. And of course you were clueless, like I said earlier before. Everyone's clueless. I'm like, how am I the only one here knowing I'm on vacation?
Yeah, I was sitting there like Googling NFL breaking news. I couldn't find anything.
Hey man,
it wasn't until I just decided to Google Watson that I even got like, oh, by the end of the week, trade should be completed. I was like, oh. Dang.
I think everyone would have known by the time it was done. So Tank says that would have been funny. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, me either.
Package deal. Yeah, yeah. But no,
he's been gone for so long. I forgot he was there.
Yeah, I was hoping it would have happened. You would have been excited. Anybody who had Watson would have been excited because I think Miami would probably start him because I don't know what's going on with Houston. Them and their shenanigans of like I understand why they're benching him, but at the same time it's like he's not necessarily suspended by the league.
Yeah, no, he's not. I also don't understand it because they're like, we're not trading you. And I'm like, well, you're not trading him, but yet you're not playing him. Like, what are you doing?
Right. So let me see. All right. Camera person. Can you turn that light off?
Camera person.
She's over there eating. Oh, that's horrible. I was trying to get this pyramid. Is it this light that's bothering me?
Oh, the reflection? I mean, I can see the light on. There we go.
Light on. Oh, that's horrible. No, it's this camera. It's this light. This is the light that's bothering me. Here we go, crawling around the ground again. But what's up?
There we go.
Perfect.
It's a little dim.
I don't know. Should I just roll with this? Is it bad?
No, I think it's all right.
The lighting is horrible.
Up,
but it's all good. I'm in a hotel, obviously. And that's the lecture behind me. So hopefully tomorrow we get a little better view when we go on lunch hour and I can show you the Sphinx and the Mandalay Bay. But as of now, that's the Pyramid to Luxor. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Thank you, camera person. She's like, let me help you out. She's crawling around trying to get the lights fixed. All right, so what's up? Blends in with the Venom shirt. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, thanks, man. But let's get into tomorrow's game. Yeah. So there's a potential Drew Lock versus Casey Keenum. Yeah,
Keenum used to play for the Broncos for 1 year.
So it's I think it's gonna be a good game. Only because if this really does happen, so as of now, I woke up this morning and I look at DraftKings and I'm like, okay, so I get the notification that Baker's not starting. I'm like, oh, easy. So you know what I do? I go to DraftKings. I try to place a bet on the Broncos. And then DraftKings give me a notification that I'm not in a state where I can't bet. I'm like, how is that possible? If anything, of all the states, I'm in the one state where it's okay. But
Right.
apparently, DraftKings does not have a actual license in Nevada yet, but they're working that out, which is really weird because the states
they're
to bet
probably
is
getting a lot of pushback from the people who like the casinos that are there
right.
because they're like, oh, they're gonna cut into our business.
I think so because
Yeah.
Caesars you can, the Wynn you can, MGM you can. So I'm like, well, that all makes sense.
Yeah.
However, DraftKings you can't. I'm not about to download another app. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. That's fine. It's just one game. I'll go back home and then I'll place my bets and do another. Like I've been doing lineups, the classic ones with the 9-man lineup. I've been doing pretty good. So I know state of Arizona, we've been doing, we just got authorized to do it. How have you been doing? Have you been playing with it a little bit or not really?
Oh, I have not.
Okay. Well, I have, and I've been winning. I've placed the same amount of money and I still haven't gone under that. So I'm still playing with that same amount of money. That's kind of like fluctuating with it's going up, down, but I haven't lost any money. So that's good.
That's good.
So
I do have one downloaded. I just haven't bet with it yet.
Oh, well, it's fun, man. It's kind of nice when you look at it besides your fantasy leagues, and then you look at that one and you're like, oh, hey, I just got money for something I really like doing. It's really nice. You should try it. But anyways, I take a screenshot of it that Nevada's DraftKings is not allowed to do it. I'm like, oh my God. So I send it to the Nerd Huddle. Tank laughs about it. I'm like, I have no idea. So I run downstairs before the odds change because I hear about Baker Mayfield getting benched this week. I run downstairs. I go to the sports book. They're not open yet. I was like, oh, God. Yeah, it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, maybe they'll open up at 8. So I stand in the coffee line. So if those of you have been in Vegas or they no longer have coffee makers in the hotels. They legitimately took your fridges and your coffee makers. They don't exist anymore. You literally have to go downstairs, go buy something from the cafe, or go buy from Starbucks because Starbucks is in every single. They own the whole entire strip.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, so
they're in the hotels, they're outside the hotels.
Yeah, but I'm not going to pay $10 for a freaking cup. So I go to the regular cafe. They're in the casino, and I get myself coffee. I'm like, all right, I'll get my coffee, mix it, and then I'll go to the sports book, place my bet. Still not open. So I'm like, all right. So I start gambling. And then the odds change from 145 on Broncos to 105. I was like, great. There it goes. Now I just missed out on 45 points. That would have been a lot more money for the equal amount of money because I was going to put like $25 on them and probably watch it here at the local bars or something. But unfortunately, the odds changed. I couldn't do it online here downstairs on their little kiosk thing.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it wasn't updated yet. The one game I wanted to do, Vegas did not have updated, and I have no idea because this is what we based off all our bets off of. It kind of irritated me, and then I lost $100 because I sat a machine, and lost a whole Benjamin because I was
a whole Benjamin. They're the worst.
It's all good because the Cardinals are going to get me those Benjamins back at the end of the season.
Right there. Just wasn't meant to be this week.
Is that what he said? Oh, yeah.
And then he said, got to sneak that coffee machine in now.
I mean, but it's okay. The Cardinals are 6-0. I'm halfway there for them to basically lock on to the division, and I feel good about it. I think this week they have a pretty good, decent matchup. I think so far I'm in fruition to make that happen with my bet that I made earlier in April. So I'll get that Benjamin back. I'm not worried.
Should have just done the trifecta.
What's that?
Division, the conference, the Super Bowl.
No way. That is not happening at all. They are
the
not
best
going to
team
win.
in football. Why couldn't it?
Because the Bills, they haven't faced the Bills yet. Okay.
Bills who lost
Monday night does not count. Okay. That was a fluke. They should have kicked the ball. I'm still upset about it because I probably would have won my fantasy league as well.
And the Arizona team that dominated Tennessee.
So, therefore, what? The Cardinals are better than the Bills, is what you're saying. So
the Bills also lost to the Steelers.
It finally happened. There you go. Tennessee beat the Bills, and the Bills lost to Tennessee. So, therefore, and the Cardinals beat Tennessee. So, therefore, the Cardinals are better than the Bills. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No.
But they also lost to the Steelers, who could barely beat the Seahawks, who were
They're still not. No,
all beat up.
No, the Bills are still winning. I don't care. They beat the Chiefs. That was their one block that they had to do. Send it, bot.
Yeah, hit us up, bot. We're ready.
Yeah. So bot's always here. Thank you for joining us. All right, so you're gonna have to be the man in the chair right now. I'm still surprised I'm not cut out yet.
Yeah.
So,
It's funny. It's going to be, should the Bills have kicked that field goal? And the answer is yes. They should.
Yes, they should have kicked the field goal. That game pissed me off. I literally left the bar. By the way, how long did you guys stay? Because clearly you did not make yesterday's show.
I did not. We actually didn't stay too much longer. But then I got home, and then I was like on the phone with Andrew, and then I was on the phone with Quentin.
Oh, nice.
Until like 3 a.m.
Oh my god! All on the same phone call, or was this like?
Oh no, I was on the phone with
back
Andrew, and then after I got off the phone with Andrew, I started messaging Quentin, and then he was like, "Can I call you?" And then we were just catching up, talking about old times, stuff like that.
Well, good times, good times.
Next thing I know, I was like, "Oh crap, I gotta go to bed."
Yeah, and then I ended up doing the IDP show. It's all good. I figured you were either hungover or something, which clearly by the state of your headache, I would say hungover.
Which I still have, by the way.
Gosh, dude. All right, so Bot says Antonio Brown to get Henderson's. Thoughts? I like it a lot.
Are we doing PPR?
If I remember, he's basically stacked on both positions, right?
Yeah.
I like it too, and I don't even care who else you have. Why? Because right now, the running back game seems to get thinner and thinner and thinner. Now, AB, you never know what week is his. 1 week it's Mike Evans. 1 week it's Chris Godwin. When Gronk comes back, it's going to be maybe his week. 1 week it's AB. These guys, they're all great. They're all good. It's like, who should I start? Well, throw AB in there. Of course you're going to throw AB in there. However, the thing is with AB, he's also sharing time with other receivers. So you never know which receiver is going to get the better load. And like I said, running backs right now, I look, it's getting thin. I have a feeling a couple of these running backs are questionable now. It will not be available for you in the next couple of weeks. Do it if it's available. Running backs right now are scarce. We're over here starting Khalil Herbert, who's a third rounder. We're over here starting Demetric Felton. Again, both rookies, both third string. We have Ramondre Stevenson, rookie, third string coming in.
Felton could be the starter.
I know. I don't know. And then we have God knows what's happening in Baltimore. Baltimore has 3 running backs that are just throwing left and right. Look, I would do it. AB to get Henderson, smash yes. 100%. I would do that.
Third string receiver for a number 1 RB any day of the week.
Well, I don't really consider him third string.
Well, he is.
Well, he's okay. See, you look at it differently. You see the number 1, you see the number 2, and the slot. To me, I still feel he's still a starter. Yes, he's in slot, and yes, he's the third guy. But for me, the way I look at it, he's still on the field most of the time.
No, he is, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like when he's doing his, reads, he's like Evans, Godwin, Gronk. Oh, there's AB.
Okay, well, I disagree. I don't.
Which also kind of helps him because those other 3 guys are going to be covered, and he tends to slip out and be like wide open.
Yeah, I don't understand. I disagree on the whole third string thing. I think QBs kind of scan. I don't think they like the way you're putting out. He looks as 1, as 2, as 3. I get it, but the way I look at Tom Brady, like any starting quarterback should be doing this. They should be scanning the field, both sides of the field or in the middle, wherever the routes are at. Not so much specific targets on where or how they're doing it. So, yeah, dude. Let's see. KC's having running back problems as well.
Yeah.
New York is having running back problems as well. Gaskin decides to show up. Yeah, dude. I think Washington's next. I don't think Gibson's going to last here very long.
Oh, I know. I think he's finally going to miss a game.
I think so. So, again, Bot, go for it, man. 100% go for it.
Because he didn't even play, 2 drives, I think?
Something like that. He came back in. We're talking about Gibson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was doing all right, came out, and then, I don't know, they taped him up, evaluated him, said he was all right, and then they brought him back in, and there you go.
That being said, if you can get McKissick, get him.
Yes.
He's going to put up points.
Yeah, McKissick's gone in just about all my leagues right now. So, what's this one say?
My team right now is Lamar Jackson, Jones, Eckler, Henderson, Scary Terry, A.J. Brown, A-Rob, Deontay Johnson, Gronk, Higbee, Steelers defense, Bills kicker, 10-man PPR. If I don't win this league, I quit forever.
Okay, so it looks
he looks like he went through with the trade because he has Henderson on his team.
Yeah, no, yeah. So he did the trade already. Yeah, I like.
He already has Deontay Johnson and Scary Terry. That was a good move, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Aaron Jones, careful, but he's still relevant. I think. I don't know. The sauce is eating up into his work there, though.
A little bit. Seems like it.
They gave him 11 carries last week, and
he's been producing with his carries too. That's why I think keeps getting more and more.
And here at Dynasty Pylon, we refer the sauce as AJ Dillon. I'm sure you probably knew that. Bot's been here for
applesauce.
Yeah, dude, the sauce. He's finally relevant. I am so happy that happened. The moment I saw 11 carries, and I thought of starting him. I really did. I had that opportunity to put him in the flex over Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney is just lightning, and I thought he's too fast for his ankles. He might hurt himself, and I didn't listen to myself. And sure enough, he did a juke move or something, and he got evaluated on his ankle. I'm like, yeah, he juked himself out of his own ankles. And then A.J. Dillon produced slightly more than Kadarius Toney, but I didn't listen to myself. But it's all good. It's whatever. But, yeah. So you're number one in our Dynasty League. Congrats.
Probably only for a week.
Look, Dynasty is a lot harder than redraft. My redraft leagues, I'm doing just fine. I'm not even worried about it. One of them I'm doing really good, and I'm not even paying attention to it. And redraft is just too easy. I'm sorry. If you are, I'm just sorry. But Dynasty is kind of like it gives you a challenge. I don't care how good you are. You could be last 1 year and then decide, okay, I need to rebuild, or next year I'm contending for this year. I think after this week, I think I'm going to make that decision if I'm going to contend or not for the championship. Yeah. But it looks like I don't think I have a shot right now due to quarterback situation. I need to get rid of this week. This week is my tough week. I've been thinking about week 7 since the beginning of the season. Due to
that NFL scheduler did you wrong, man.
yeah, they did. But that's what Dynasty is. Like you have your players, and then the schedule comes out, and then you have to change up your draft tactics in order to make up for these bye weeks. That's exactly what happened to me. And I think after week 7, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll rack up some wins. We'll see how it goes. But I'm after week 7 is basically my monster of the league right now that I have to try and configure. So yeah. All right. So we got something else here.
Yeah, we got a couple things. Pick up Mitchell, Davis, Pollard, Jones, Shepard, Waddle, Kurt, Moore, or Boyd.
Pick up Elijah Mitchell, Corey Davis,
Tony Pollard,
Jones, Shepard, Waddle, Kurt, or Boyd. So pick up any of these guys.
I can't have this many people available.
I don't know what kind of league this is.
He also says trade D-Hop for Jefferson.
Well, of all those guys, I'm assuming that's Elijah Moore. There's no way that's DJ Moore. That has to be Elijah Moore. But I'm going to say Pollard if that's Elijah Moore, not DJ Moore, because if that's DJ Moore, you pick him up.
Right.
But Tony Pollard, over all of these, they kind of split back him. Jones Jr. Yeah, dude, I would definitely pick up Pollard. Of course, how many are you picking up again?
Rondell Moore.
Oh, Rondell Moore.
Yeah, Rondell Moore.
Ooh, with Kirk and Rondell Moore, they're both in the same. I still think I put Waddle over them both.
I'm liking Waddle or Pollard.
I say Pollard. Here's the rankings: Pollard number 1, Waddle number 2, Corey Davis number 3. And that's how I would say. Maybe Tyler Boyd up in there, but that's in that order. That's how I would do it.
Yeah, I was thinking for me, Pollard, Waddle, Boyd.
Pollard, Waddle, Boyd. Yeah, Boyd. Yeah. Boyd is one of them. Kirk and Rondell Moore I like too, but the fact that they're just kind of clashing all the time.
Yeah, they're on the same team. Oh, you just clapped your lights off.
Well, I mean, it's the pyramid, you know.
Well, that's what it literally looked like. You just went like that, and then the lights turned off. He has a clapper.
Yeah. So,
and then I'm gonna say I would not trade D-Hop for Jefferson, but that's just me.
If it's Dynasty, hell yeah.
So Dynasty, you're saying.
But then again, I don't think this is Dynasty because all those people were available.
Right. So this has to be redraft, and I'm saying no.
I'm gonna say no.
Because D-Hop's having a way better year.
All right. So with D-Hop there, that already answers your question about Kirk and Rondell Moore. Don't get them because then you're going to be stuck with 2 receivers from the same team. And then you're going to be like, okay, well, which one do I start? Kirk out, Moore out, Pollard's your answer, and Waddle's your answer.
Now he wants to trade Melvin for Javonte. I say yes.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Javante's going to get his time. It's going to come soon. I think that after week 8 or so, I think that's going to happen. Melvin's banged up now. He's going to get more banged up, and I think Javonte, it's going to be his time here pretty soon. All right. So start 1, Cooks, Waddle, or Darrell Williams. All right. So I say Cook seems to be the only one, but I don't like him against Arizona. I would say maybe
thinking Waddle
over Williams though. As a running back right now, isn't Darrell Williams still kind of banged up right now?
I think so.
And then with Khalil Herbert, I would say Waddle. Let's see. Waddle is playing Atlanta. Yeah, I would definitely go Waddle.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I'm not thinking about
this. Right. I was like, as soon as you said Atlanta, I was like, that justifies my case even more.
I was thinking, like, who were they playing? And I was thinking of last week. Yeah, go Atlanta. Atlanta sucks. Right. Trust me.
Now I'm down bad this week. 5 of my players are supposed to not play. I have a league where every single person on my bench is going to get 0 points because they're either hurt or have a bye.
I'm in the same boat. In the touchdown league we have,
and
all my guys are literally buys except for one of the defenses.
And then I had to figure out if I was gonna drop somebody. I'm like, oh,
but that sucks, Bo. That sucks, man.
And it says 14-man PPR lineup: Kyler, Jefferson, Ridley, AJ Brown, Hawkinson, Gibson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I can tell this is Yahoo already.
Ouch. Tim Patrick, AJ Green, Jamal Williams, Alex Collins, and he's questionable too. Yeah, man, I feel you on those injuries.
This is a lineup. It started good.
Yeah. I mean, I picked up Collins last week because of injuries, and I dropped him already because he was questionable, and I needed to make sure I had someone in there who could play.
I mean, you could try maybe Homer, DJ Dallas. I still wouldn't trust him, but I think what Yahoo does is you get 2 starters and two receivers usually. So,
gotcha.
I think you'll be fine. 14-man PPR, yeah. But I mean, unless that's his lineup and that's his starting lineup, that's one.
And then Alex Collins, he's out. Collins is out. till week 11.
Yeah. He also has like a neck injury or something like that. So that's what I said. That's DJ Dallas or Homer.
Yeah.
That's why I mentioned those two. Those
I dropped Collins. I was like, oh, well, you're no good anymore. Goodbye.
But until when, though?
Huh?
Because Chris Carson's also banged up, too, and we don't know if he's going to come back or not. So.
Well, I just need Chubb to get back, and then I think I had a couple people on bye. So, like, coming into next week, I'll be better. Oh, and yeah, Collins. Well, he has a hip and something else. He has like 2 or 3 injuries, I think.
Collins?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's
Well,
I don't know, man. Seattle running backs have issues with freaking this.
Will Monty be the lead back when he comes back, or will he split time with Herbert and Cohen?
I think he'll probably split a little bit. Jesus, what's going on over there?
The dogs. I know. I'm not happy right now.
I'm going to say that Monty will probably gain easily 50% back, 100 like. But then I think that Herbert will it'll probably be like 60-40. Because what he's doing right now is pretty good. But then again, they have no other choice but to put them in. To put him in. So I think Monty will eventually be the lead back.
Our injury guy. He's chiming in. Glute. His buttocks.
Yes.
No, glute. That's something else.
No, you're right.
Glutes buttocks, is it?
Yeah, glutes. Yeah, this is butt. You're good.
Yeah, who is having a seizure? That's what Elbow said.
Yeah, dude.
And then,
all right. So sit
B-dubs, Debo, Chase, Darrell Williams, Patterson,
half PPR. So it's Wednesday. I'm going to wait until the Friday report comes out. And if Gibson sits out this week, which is, I think, will happen. I think Gibson's going to sit out this week. I think Patterson's a full-blown go.
Yeah.
So you don't want to sit him.
No.
Darrell Williams.
Don't think you want to sit.
You don't want to start Chase either. Or Debo. So basically, if you're going to sit one, it's going to be Patterson. Unless Gibson is out, then you probably sit Darrell Williams. Because I think Patterson's going to get the workload. Patterson's just going to take over Gibson's load rather than having the load from McKissick. McKissick's going to be still that pass catcher.
Is it that Patterson or is it Cordell Patterson? I thought it was Cordell Patterson. And then you started talking about Gibson, and I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh wait, we do have a Patterson.
Oh well, then Darrell Williams. You sit one.
Yeah, Darrell Williams. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Sit Darrell Williams. have the other guys who produce, put them up half PPR. That's easy.
I was right. Cordell.
Unless, yeah, okay, easy, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, at first I thought it was the other Patterson because Gibson might potentially be out this week, which a lot of people haven't.
Yeah, no, and I get that, but I didn't even think about that. That's why I was like, wait, huh?
No, I picked up McKissick on one of my leagues just in case.
That's good. That's a good call.
So just in case, if you're a Gibson owner, take that into consideration.
So yeah, for your second part here, Lucius, yes, Collins is out till week 11.
Lucius, what is up, my guy? Dude, so this guy used to go on the Nerd Huddle all the time. I think we actually got him a championship last year.
Oh, did you?
At the beginning, yeah. Before we had like 7 of us, it was just us 3. So, yeah, I think that should be him. So, good to see you, man. So who's your best by low running back? Also, did I hear that right? Collins is out. Yes.
Yes, Collins is out.
Collins is definitely out. You did hear that right. Who's your best by low running back? Well, I think I just answered that, right?
Yeah, McKissick. Yeah.
If Gibson is out, so Friday when that report comes out.
Heck, even when Gibson's playing, that dude still gets touchdowns and touches.
Yeah. McKissick, Patterson might be there. I can't remember. What's his first name? The third string guy, Washington.
Jared
Patterson.
Yeah,
that guy. Jared. RRET, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jarret.
If Gibson doesn't play this week, for sure, he's a low running back right now to probably trade for. Is my internet cutting out here pretty soon?
No, you're good.
I'm surprised. I'm full stream ahead, man. I'm surprised. I'm going. We're already halfway through, so sweet. But yeah, I think who else? Another one who I'd probably go after. I'd avoid freaking Freeman. Don't even buy into that. Don't buy into the Ravens running backs. Looks like they're just going to do rotation of them. I don't like running back by committee at all. It's too much of a headache. You don't know, like, yeah, just stay away from it. But if I were to maybe invest into, probably Booker's gone. He was last week's waivers. Felton, because everyone's going to get on Johnson. Everyone's probably picking up freaking what's his name? Not Felton. Peoples Jones, the other guy. Who's the other running back above Felton right now? Johnson. His first name.
I can't remember.
But his last name's Johnson. Like everyone's on
Johnson.
Yeah, that guy. I just can't think of his first name right now. But Dimitri Felton for sure is a low buy. Chris Evans, Captain America.
And we are wrong on Collins. He's questionable and has a chance to play.
I don't think that's gonna happen, dude.
I don't think he might. But we were saying he was out till week 11. I don't think he'll be out that long. But I don't think he's gonna play. To Ernest.
There it is, Braden. Oh, God, I love this guy. Freaking Braden. Yeah, Dearness Johnson. I got his last name right. So as long as I said his last name, his position, and the team, I think everyone can. But yeah, Dearness Johnson. I think Dimitri Felton gets a little bit more work than him. But that's just me. And Lucius said, you did get me a championship less. Yes.
There you go.
That is what I'm talking about, my boy. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I thought I recognized him. Like, oh, that has to be him. But yeah, he would come in from, like, I think started like week 8 of last year. It was just me, Tank, and Fredo. Every week we just get him like start sits questions, and sure enough, that's what's up. I'm glad you're back, dude. All right, so moving on. Do you like Bateman as a starter this week? So he had 6 receptions from that I know of, and as his debut as a rookie, I think he'll be fine. However, I'm not liking the Cincinnati Bengals DBs. Von Bell, Wilson's back there. Henderson's a pretty good pass rusher. Do I like him as a starter? It depends on who you have. I would probably maybe flex him in. I don't feel comfortable 100% as a starter. He had six targets, my bad. 6 targets with 4 receptions at 29 yards. I don't feel comfortable with that yet. I really don't. And then if it's Dynasty, well, then he's your right low on receivers, that sucks. But honestly, I think I wouldn't put him in yet. I would wait till see what we have against the Bengals. Maybe after the bye week, they work him in. Week 8, which is their bye week, maybe they work him in, get him into the play plan, a little bit of the schedule, give him a little bit more reps, and then see how he does against the Vikings. After the Vikings game, which is week 9, then I would probably feel how much workload they're giving him, because as a matter of fact, let me see how many snap percentage they're giving him right now. But from what I know, as a rookie, barely coming into the system, I mean, Lamar Jackson can barely hit freaking what's his face sometimes, Brown. So it's like, well, what is he gonna do with Bateman? It's just another mouth to feed, and half the time he's basically running half the time anyways. So yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about Bateman?
I kind of feel the same. I mean, like you said, Lamar is gonna run. Plus, they've been running a lot with all their running backs.
Yeah, out of the backfield. So
yeah, and then I feel like if he does pass, if it's all deep pass or like mid-range pass, it goes to Brown. If it's a short pass or like goal line, it goes to Andrews.
Yeah.
Like everyone else has been hit or miss.
Yeah, so here we go. Receiver, Rashad Bateman. He's out there 65% of the time.
And then also, like you touched on, the Bengals defense is pretty underrated, I think.
Yeah, they are.
You got Logan in the middle, like you said, Von Bell and the other corners. I think have been playing really well this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable. So yes, he's out there. So I just looked up. He's out there 65% of the time, week 6. So obviously they want him in. That's his first game.
Yeah.
So and he's their first round draft pick. So I would give it another week before you put him in. Comfortable.
Yeah, I give it a week or two. Like you said, I mean, flex if you don't have anybody else, and I guess throw him in there because him getting some points is better than just getting none.
Yeah,
so, but yeah, I think it needs another week or so.
Yeah, did you show this one already? You did, right?
Yeah, well, we talked about it, I think.
Yeah, Collins and whatnot.
Yeah, because it's questionable and has a bunch of zeros.
Yeah. All right, so So, who is the best pickup for Collins? I must have been under a rock. Penny's gone in every league I'm in. Go ahead. I still don't trust Penny. I really don't. Let them have Penny. If they say he's healthy, they say
he'll probably get hit one time sideline.
This could be the year. Like what? He's been in the league 3 years now?
3.
Is this
4,
3rd year?
Something like that.
And he hasn't really shown me anything. Could this be the game that he finally breaks out because he was the first round draft pick, was he not? Over Chris Carson? Or not
I think
Chris Carson?
So.
Was it Carson?
I think they got picked in the same draft.
I feel like,
and Carson, I think no, Penny was I know Penny was a first round pick though.
Yeah, and he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Is this the game we see him do what Penny was supposed to do all those years ago? I don't believe it. It's kind of like the Bateman thing. I need to see what's going on with him. They say he's healthy. I still think that Homer might get the work in. I still think that DJ Dallas is going to get more work, or probably not more work than Penny. But the question is, who's the best person to pick up for Collins?
I mean, like you said, DJ Dallas might not be bad.
Well, it could be anybody. It's just pick up.
Man,
it could be.
I'm just saying. I know, but like we said earlier, McKissick, if he's available, I would definitely shoot for him.
Yeah, depending on how deep your league. I think McKissick's your number 1. I don't think that I would pick Devontae Freeman or any of those running backs out of Baltimore right now. But as a running back, D'Ernest Johnson or Demetric Felton, I like Demetric Felton over Johnson. That's just in my opinion, only because he has that kick return, punt return yards. And if your league does those, that's a little higher grade for me on Felton over Johnson. And plus, I think with the situation with Baker Mayfield not being there, they might potentially put Demetric Felton little slants here and there. Right out of the backfield, like check down and then throw to Demetric Felton right away. I think he's a better receiver than he is a running back, and then D'Ernest Johnson. So see if Demetric Felton's there, and see.
I just picked him up.
Demetric?
Yeah.
I like him better than D'Ernest, but you could try D'Ernest Johnson or Demetric Felton. You could maybe do Travis Homer, but again, Alex Collins, if he's not playing, which I don't think he is, I don't think he's like what Braden said. He has a chance to start, but I don't think it's going to happen. And that's just the way I feel about it. All right, so let's go. So
would you guys start Callaway over Bateman then? I have Lamar for QB and McKissick at flex. Yes, I would go Callaway over Bateman.
Yeah. But the Saints, who do they have though?
I think it's a bit of a tough
Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks. I think I'd go Callaway. I'd go Callaway.
They have the Seahawks?
Yeah. They're Monday night. Monday night they're playing the Seahawks.
Who do the Titans play?
or not Seattle. Seattle's playing Saints, and the Titans are playing KC. So,
that's.
But how does this matter, Bateman? Why does this matter?
Oh, I was talking about my league. I was sorry because I have Winston, and I benched him for somebody else, and I was like, wait, if they're playing the Seahawks, why am I not playing Winston?
Well, the question is Bateman against Cincinnati.
I know. I got lost in my head. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, I would put Callaway.
I'm going Callaway. Yes.
Yeah. At least we know what we see and what to expect. Was he shut out week 1? Yes, but I said that earlier. He was going to get shut out by Jair Alexander, and
yeah, but he's really starting to come on now.
Yeah, I think Callaway should do just fine. But then again, it's hard to say because we've seen freaking these receivers come out of nowhere and just do phenomenal.
You got Henry.
Yeah, Henry. I should have
run all over them Chiefs.
Oh God, yeah. They can't stop. They can't stop anything to save their lives. Worth anything right now. It's so crazy. I give another year or two before the Chiefs fix whatever that's going on. It's like they have the guys there. They're not putting them in the right spots. Like Willie Gay is a good linebacker. I would say Nick Bolton's really good too. Clark is a good D lineman, and it seems like Daniel Sorensen's disappearing.
And even Honey Badger doesn't. I mean, outside that pick 6 he had in like week 2 when they lost.
Yeah,
he's been declining.
Yeah, Henry should be having a. I think Henry is going to rush. I think he gets. Do you think he gets 2,000 again?
I think so. I think so.
I think he's.
But I also think they got Gay back, the linebacker, and they looked a lot better this past weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, is he really gonna beat him out like that though? I think Henry's gonna do just fine over both of them. So yeah.
No, I think so.
Yeah. So, but before we get into more, let's tell them about the NFL.
Okay.
HD.TV. Look, the link's below. If you're gonna watch any of these games, try them out this weekend. If you want, $7 gets you the week. It's and if you like hockey, hockey's on there too. Basketball is on there too. MLB's on there too. I use it. I'm not gonna lie. The link is down below. Check it out. $7 for the week, or if not, $15 for the month. And then if you like it, like I do, I have the 8-month. It's a season pass for $50. So it's pretty good. I like it. It's pretty good. So NFLHD.TV. Both red zones. Rather than Scott Hanson, you got Andrew Siciliano as well. You can jump back and forth, but it's pretty dope. I like it. So, anyways, throw that out there before we get into it more. What else we got?
Bimbo just sounds like he was good last year, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's 6 weeks. I think he'll do a little bit better as the weeks go on. I think they're gonna have to rely on more of that defense because clearly they need them. So Andy Reid's a smart guy. He'll change something up, figure something out. And what is up, Will? Kings.
Yo, what's up, Will?
Nah, man, you're the king on Spoiler Kings.
That's right.
Monday night. Watch them. Spoiler Kings. Link is down below. They spoil every movie of the weekend. If you watch a brand new movie, come back on the Nerd Huddle, watch Spoiler Kings, and just talk the brand new latest movie that just came out. And on top of that, every now and then they give out free digital passes to the latest hot movie that just came out on release. So check them out. You're the king, bro. I'm no king. I'm just the guy playing another guy who plays another guy. So yeah. Anyways, that was
okay. Robert Downey Jr.
Hey, well, actually, I'm a dude playing another dude.
I was gonna say I wasn't gonna correct you, but yeah.
No, you're good.
I'm just a dude who's playing a dude.
It was a transition to our guy. All right, to the one guy who see that jersey behind him. For those who are watching, Mark has this Dynasty Pylon jersey behind him. I don't have mine. Obviously, I'm out of town. Mine's back at home. Mine's an Atlanta Falcon one. His is a Washington football team. But once we hit 100, And once we have it under 100 subscribers, we are going to give out a Dynasty Pylon stitched replica jersey. It is very nice. Yeah. Once we reach 100, so come hang out with us, subscribe, tell your friends, and let's talk a little bit more football. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to talk more football. And during the so yeah. By the way, that jersey looks legit. I freaking love it, dude. It is nice. It is nice. But tomorrow we are for sure gonna come here at your lunch hour. Hopefully, I can't make any promises because I'm out of town, but I'm going to try and make it. We're gonna talk a little bit more into the Thursday night game, which is going to be. I think I disagree with Tank. Our producer says it's going to be a crap game. I think it's going to be a really great game.
He didn't say crap. He said boring.
Well, whatever. Crap, boring, garbage. It's still negative. All right. I think it's going to be good. But yeah, so Broncos, Bengals, and there it is.
What up?
Making the stream at the end.
Yeah, right. At the very end, too.
Hey, man.
Sneaking in, man. Sneaking in.
I'm glad he's here because I think they're going to go on later tonight. If you're East Coast and you're just up late at midnight, these guys start late, like 9, 10 p.m. West Coast, which means at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning East Coast, if you can't sleep and you just are thinking about fantasy football, the Get Right guys, that's Get Right Fantasy Network.
Yeah, they got you covered.
They got you covered in the middle of the night. If you're reaching that morning, that midnight snack, check them out, dude. That's Get Right Fantasy Network. The Get Right Fantasy guys, we call them.
Yeah, so, Get Right Fantasy Network. Will.
Yeah. So they're up late because they do West Coast time. And
you we're West Anthony Coast, up with the guy. He doesn't care how long it takes. he wants to hook up with the guy.
Dude, I have to. I don't know, man. I got to talk to the guy, but so yeah,
we already got them a sub.
Hey, there it is. But yeah, he said, what's he say right there? I can't read that crap.
The 9:30 Pacific
time, right?
Yeah.
They're doing.
He said, "Thanks for my plug. Most appreciated."
Hell yeah. I actually got to get him in somewhere in our
got him one
bio. Thanks, somewhere Will. There. But yeah, dude, give them a sub. They do late night whenever you're up reaching that midnight snack. They're up late because West Coast time is 3 hours behind East Coast time. So, but we will be here tomorrow talking more football. Unless you throw us a question right now. But who is your most exciting game that you want to see before we jump into it? Because I think tomorrow we won't have time. We're just going to speed through all these games tomorrow, as we normally do. We normally just kind of put up all the schedule and just kind of speed through who are your must starts, both IDP and offense. If little known fact, we do IDP here. It's basically individual defensive players. It's fun. You watch bits of the game. So who you got next week? I'll go after you unless you need a little bit more time to kind of look at the schedule.
I have yet to really. I mean, I know a couple of games.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now, though.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go with mine.
You go.
And we're already in week 6 in the books. Week 7 is coming. And it seems to me that every primetime game we've had have been great, like really good. It's either going to be tomorrow's game or Monday night, but I think I'm looking forward to Saints versus Seattle, just because Russell Wilson is not there, so I really want to see how they play out. There's no running back there either, so the defense. And I'm only going to say this because IDP purpose. I think Bobby Wagner. This is Bobby Wagner's week. This has to be his week. They're going to be on.
I know my guy finally got his week.
Who's that?
TJ.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was our number one guy.
Not Leonard.
He was our
yet.
number one IDP guy.
I know,
I had him up on our IDP waiver thumbnail and his stats. If you're not familiar with IDP, go look on Tuesday's video as TJ Watt flexing being a beast. Somewhere in that video, I have his stats pulled up. It's very interesting. The solo tackles, assists, all that crap is up there. And it's very interesting to see how IDP works. He put up 21 points for you, bro. And that's just our settings. If you do another, and you can do your own league
and
settings.
not just that, he put up 12 points in overtime alone.
Yeah. So IDP is very interesting. I love it.
Yeah.
So Anthony to Will says, much love, Peppa. We will see you tonight. And we always send our love back to Dynasty Pylon. Yes. We need to get Dustin on here, dude. Dustin has to come on. We've had Mike. We've had Anthony. We need to get Dustin in here. I've already invited him. We just haven't been able to be in contact with him. But I need to get Dustin in here just to shout out to his channel. But yeah, still got to get you guys on the again soon. Yes, for sure. I'm actually thinking of a game show here pretty soon. Kind of like a fortune, like Wheel of Fortune kind of thing. It hasn't really. I've been busy. I've been with Army and traveling. The holidays are coming up, so school midterms. It's just been
midterms. I just did a bunch of those.
Oh yes,
good times.
Yes. Very, very stressful. But hey, that's life. That's college. But stay in school, kids. Don't quit, regardless of how much it sucks. Keep going.
Dustin is the IDP guy.
Yes, this is exactly why I want to get both Dustin and Mike back again. Every single time we do a keep trade cut, we have Mike, and I love everything that Mike says. His information, he's just we talk IDP all the time. Matter of fact, we were talking about he loves White, his linebacker, Devin White, who hasn't put up anything out of the Buccaneers. I told him weeks ago to get rid of him, and he still is holding on to it. Mike, if you're watching, please, for the love of God,
right,
get rid of him.
We have a guy in our league that has him starting week in, week out, and he has two guys on his bench that are scoring 3 times as much points.
That guy should be 5-0 had he had put in Jordan Brooks, Quincy Williams, in his lineup at all. He hasn't done it. It's fine. Whatever. But yeah, get right here, viewers still waiting on that building. Yeah. Dude, that building blocks, I know.
We're trying to get it, man.
Well, we got to wait for it at the end of the season. There's no point of doing it now.
No, I understand that, but we're still also in the works of trying to figure out how to get it to work.
I have it in here. It's going to happen.
I know.
It's in here.
I already said we could lay it out on like a spreadsheet.
The thing is,
we have to.
How many of those are we going to do, though? I think what's going to happen, if we do the building blocks league, I think you should run one and I should run the other, and we should have 2 of them. But it would be kind of interesting to having a third one with both you and I in it. I don't know. We'll see how many leagues we have going.
Well, we'll see how many people are interested first.
Oh, I think it's going to pop.
I think it will too, but
yeah. But I will start it probably basically after the rookie draft. What is going on, Cameron?
I was like, why do the lights keep turning on and off?
Oh, because the lights, the pyramid's lighting up. Yeah, see, that's the Luxor, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. So, anyways, tomorrow, Pacific time, 11:30 or 11. We'll try and do it.
Okay.
If it doesn't happen, it's my fault. I'm sorry. But you should be working, if not eating lunch. But we'll be there.
Last week was my fault. This week will be Martin's fault.
Yeah, you're in Indy. You're on your way back.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of hard doing
I was actually on my way there.
Back to Arizona, right?
Oh, I guess we did it last week. I'm talking about the week before.
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard doing that one. Our format, the way we have it, is on that Thursday. It's very difficult doing that one alone.
No, I know.
As you can see, the IDP one wasn't easy either, but it sucks. So yeah. We mentioned on one of our shows.
They're definitely interested.
Oh yeah, dude. I look. I have it laid out. It's in here. I just.
We
I'm
just got to get it
sorry.
out of there and into here.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I waited 4 days before the season. I should have spoke up sooner, and then I should have told Anthony sooner because he has like a million people who like would have jumped in like that. But again, that'll be future. I think the get rights are just waiting for it to happen. A lot of those guys love drafting. They love fantasy football. That's all they talk about over there. So give them a shout out. But anyways, that is up for I can't even talk. That is it for us here at Dynasty Pylon. Unless you have anything else you want to mention, and your guys.
Well, I'm going to go over my game that I'm looking forward to that you asked me, but I never answered.
Oh yeah, sorry. We just kind of.
I'm going to say the Bengals and the Ravens.
Really?
I want to see if the Bengals are for real or not.
Okay.
I'm also very interested in the Colts 49ers Sunday Night Football game.
That should be a really good one too. Yes. I know Anthony's probably going to be watching. He's a Niners fan, so those are two good games to definitely look forward to. So, yeah, tomorrow we'll do a little bit more start sits. Come join us during your lunch hour or whatever, wherever you're at. But that will be 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. So that is it. Have a great night. I will try and contain my alcohol tonight here in Vegas.
Yeah, don't be me.
No, I will not be. I'm a little bit more responsible than you. But it was your birthday.
Yeah, it was.
And we were watching the Bills and
Dynasty.
So
that game was nuts.
It was.
Good game.
I'm glad you had fun, buddy. Anyways, so that is it. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. This is the Dynasty Pylon Show. My name is Martin. This is Mark. We will see you guys tomorrow, 11:30 Pacific Standard Time.